All right, everybody. I said I'd make you guys a special one. I don't know. Have any of y'all heard the story of how I met Cindy? Well, I was working for Phyllis K at the time, and man, I was not a really good person then. I mean, I was full blown addiction, drinking too heavy, just a scumbag. And me and the other number two scumbag of the crew, we were laid out on the couches in Phyllis K's garage. And this gigantic 500-pound Rottweiler comes barreling into the garage and walks up and licks my face so hard it flips my hat off my head, and I had to go wash my face. Well, that starts me off in a really bad mood. And then here comes some of the loudest people I've ever met in my life. The loudest of all being Luscious Lucy. And there is her gigantic 6 foot tall son barreling right to the front of the food line as we're all lining up for our dinner and piles a plate so high it needed sideboards. And I'm like, who the fuck is this kid? And there's this little smart ass, little Mexican looking redheaded kid just being sassy and mean to everybody. Man, y'all know who that was. Amazing. And so that was my first impression. And then they went off somewhere and got a flat tire and on the white Dodge pickup. And I got out there and Cindy was trying to use a stick to take the lug nuts off the truck. But that was just, and then I didn't see her again. I don't think it was the next night, or we were having a poker game, with Phyllis K. We're playing Texas Hold'em. And whether it was strategically or not, I'll never say. But Miss Lutz sat down next to me at the poker table and commenced to fondling my Yoda. I had the coolest Yoda thing. When you touch its head, it would go, "May the force be with you," and stuff like that. And she kept fondling it. And that, when you're playing poker, and that's your good luck charm, you don't want nobody fondling your good luck charm. Anyways, I won the game. I beat Phyllis K. I beat everybody. I won. And I don't know if it was that night that I said, "Hey, you got a bathtub?" And it's all history from there. And then I think it was the bathtub, and then it was a dryer vent, and then it was to work on a computer. And we wasn't fooling them kids one damn bit. We didn't fool nobody. But that's how I met. And I will never, for the rest of my life, regret one day, good or bad, that I spent with you guys. That was the best time of my life. And I regret anything that I said that ever hurt your feelings. But believe me, I was doing the best I could. Because I loved you guys so much. You know how emotional I get and I just wanted to see you guys break that cycle. I didn't want you to end up like me and, other people. And one of the biggest blessings I've had in my life was that time when Maisie and Cindy and them were all staying at the house here. And Tyler came over to visit. I hadn't seen him in years. 6 years. And I was out in the living room and he was in here talking to his mom and Maisie, I think. I'll tell you what, I would have swore that was my father standing in there the way he was talking, the things he was saying. I would have swore that was my dad. And I was so impressed that he was able to take the things that my dad taught me and I passed on to him and utilize them, because I sure didn't. And he made tools out of them, and some of the things he was saying sounded just like my dad. It shocked me and brought me to tears. And that was a blessing that I needed. And it got me through for a while there. So, and Maisie Bug, you are the toughest, sweetest little girl in the world. And you're still 12 years old to me. I can't help it. And you always will be 12. And you know, you still got me wrapped around your finger. You asked me, I can't tell you no. And I'm proud of you. You have accomplished something that in 30 something years I wasn't able to do. One time I put together a little over a year. Okay. But since then, never more than a few months. And or the time that I was with you guys, it was almost 4 or 5 years. I drank, but 5 years without any drugs. And that was because I couldn't dare look you guys in the eyes again. Like I had to do that one time. When I came in off the road that time and I had no money in my pocket because I spent it all, I had to tell you guys I couldn't take you to eat. That broke me. And it worked. So, but that's that one. That's how I met Cindy. That's how I met the kids. And like I said, no regrets, man. And people have never fathomed why me and Cindy are still such good friends. It's because I think neither of us really did anything to hurt the other one on purpose. Any hurt that was given was by accident or consequential, never intentional. And there was a lot of lying going on by some outside, people that, that's tough, man. It's kind of hard to fight lies because, they're not true. What do you fight? And karma will take care of that. But Maisie Bug, I love you very, very much, kid. You're awesome. Little Tatum Earl, let me tell you a story. I believe I am one of the few adults to have ever gotten rode up by the Park County softball people and have a letter written about it because I yelled no bat at you at a tournament, and I apologize. My bad. I've never should have done that. Things aren't like they were when I was a kid, and I apologize. But I did. That was me scream, no bat, nothing to worry about. So, and I got wrote up for it, though. There was a letter. So don't worry about it. They got me. And Miss Carrie, like I said, all that crap about that phone call turned out to be a bunch of bullshit, and I apologize. I do. And Bobby, man, you're something else, bud. You're an inspiration. And thank you. Laney. Miss Laney. I got to see you a couple times when I was driving for your grandparents. It was good to see you again. You look very, very happy. I hope you are. And shout out to your old man. And Miss Tatum, I think I've seen your boyfriend one time. I don't know his name yet, but shout out to him. And thank you guys very much. And when that podcast ever it's not uploading. I don't know why. Maybe it's not supposed to. I mean, I didn't cry during the whole thing. So, all righty then. Oh, and this next one about the addictions and all that is really blowing up into something big. I even got a comment from Marty Norman on it. So, it's going to be cool. Thank you guys very much. And hey, what we always say, man, when we're down here in beautiful Kingman, Indiana, boy, is stay black.